I'm sure that some of you heard about this a few days ago, last week. John Kerry is bringing America back into the climate fight. So you guys remember what Trump did, which was he got us out of the Paris Climate Agreement. Well, not got us, well, call it what you want. Wasn't really getting sucked into that whole agenda. I don't agree with a lot of things he did. I do agree with a couple things that he did, but that's a whole other conversation. But when you look at the cover of Time magazine, it's really deep. Like, it's real deep. Take a screenshot of that right there and just look at it. You got the Queen of England standing up right here. Everyone else is sitting down. It looks like Joe Biden in the front. There's a whole different, I'm going to have to do a whole separate video about that maybe, and just get real analytical and break down what the meaning, possibilities of meaning could be depicted in this picture. When they say a picture's worth 1,000 words, this one is worth more than that for sure. Because what it is it's many pictures within a picture. So there's so there's no necessarily wrong or right answer. I think it's just something we all need to take into consideration, that they're kind of letting us know. And here, right here at the top, it says last call. What the hell does that mean? I mean, are they trying to mess with our heads? I mean, they're doing a pretty good job of it. But at the same time, I think the powers that be are kind of blatantly telling us and letting us know what they're going to do and what their intentions are. Time magazine being a liberal leftist publication for a long time, obviously they're going to put that propaganda on their magazine. And so you look at their website, talking about John Kerry bringing back the climate initiative. It says, John Kerry can feel the heat. It's sunny, blah, 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 blah. They go on and on and on about all this stuff that has nothing to do with anything else. It says, right here, diplomats who have descended here for a gathering of energy and climate ministers, the world's biggest economies. It's a key meeting in a year-long slog of the COP26, the UN United Nations Climate Conference, set to take place in Glasgow in November. A few miles away in the city center, thousands of protesters are marching and chanting, insistent that officials' proceedings aren't moving fast enough. Well, that's a matter of opinion, so whatever. Yeah, the diplomat, yeah, they put, he's been the climate czar, if you will. He's been in that position for what, 20 years, right? 20 freaking years. So anyway, all you need to know is that they're moving forward full speed ahead on this climate change initiative. And now that Biden and the leftists, control most of our government, yeah, this is where the way, and it's not about saving the planet in a lot of ways. There are a lot of good things, but the majority of it is packed with other legislation, other bills, other stuff that infringes on our freedoms. It's more taxes to the people. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that goes into it that most people aren't really realizing right yet. I think some people realize, but I think the majority of the population hasn't come to terms with that, of what these initiatives are really about. Even the Biden administration wants to pass a $3.5 trillion initiative. It's like, what it is like, I've talked about this before in the last couple of years. What it is essentially is a bunch of different bills of law, of actions they want taken. It's thousands of bills in one bill. So rather than voting on those hundreds, thousands of bills individually, what do? They lump them all up together and they say yay or nay. And what do you notice happens? 99% of the time, or 90-something% of the time, like, they pass, right? You go back to the CARES Act, any of these where there were 2 million, 1.9 trillion, or excuse me, $2 trillion, 1.9 trillion, whatever, 2.2 trillion, whatever the other ones were. Yeah, so they're spending with an unlimited credit card, weakening the dollar. I'm surprised the dollar hasn't crashed yet. And so that is not necessarily another conversation. It's all kind of connected to these initiatives and overspending and aid bills that are really making our country more of a slave to debt, is what's happening. And we're not the only one. I mean, I think every country's got debt that they owe to another country, or multiple countries, or banking institutions, or the Reserve, or whatever. So I'll leave a link in the description. Y'all can check this out from Time.com directly at their website. But yeah, Time Magazine, this right here, this whole cover is freaky and weird. And the fact that it says last call and it's showing a lot of key players in this, it's very interesting. I think they're trying to tell us something, and I think it's time that we all kind of step back and evaluate what this next decade is probably going to look like, this next 10 years and beyond. So please like and share this video, get it out there. Like I said, the link will be in the description, and I'll put it in the comments as well. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. If you haven't hit the bell notification, if you'd like to be notified of new videos I post, just hit that bell, and I'll check you all in the next video. All right, later.